Hello and welcome to SolidWorks beginner tutorial part 2. So this is a series of 3 videos we have created. The first one, if you didn't watch it yet, please go ahead and watch it. And this is the second one. So during the first tutorial, we went through the SolidWorks interface, how to use each tool and what each part does. So if you missed that one, please go ahead and watch it. And then we have created this part. So we went through all the different steps to create it. And now we are actually moving ahead to create these 3 parts. So what we're doing here is actually we're trying to start from sketching and then going ahead to designing. And then by the end of the third video, we will be actually finishing up the assembly and then creating the drawing of our 4 parts that we have created in during this tutorial series. All right, without further ado, let's jump into designing these 3 parts. So to create these 3 parts, go to SolidWorks and click on New, click on Parts, and then click on OK. So select the front plane and then go to Sketch. Let's select a line, start from the very bottom and then draft a line until the top. And then from there, go to the right and then go a little bit down. So if you go down, we want a 45-degree angle. You will get this kind of symbol, you know, that you see the small symbol right next to the cursor. So that means that you are at 45 degrees. So just keep it that way and go to the left again, and then go a little bit down. You will get this vertical symbol, means this line that we're creating is vertical to the 45-degree angle that we have created previously, which is good. So just keep it that way. Click on the right mouse button and go all the way down, then go to the left and down, and then close your loop. So you should get a closed loop like this with 2 fully defined sketches. Now let's actually finish it up by defining all the sketch. So this height should be 60, and the diameter here, or the radius, should be 22. So if you actually get something like that, you don't really need to worry about it because we will be adjusting it along the way. It's normal and common to get such errors or such movements of sketches during the design. It's very normal because of the constraints that we have created by following the lines, but it's okay. I mean, we will be modifying that along the way. So this diameter here should be 7.55, good, and the height here should be 10, and then the diameter here should be 12. Enter, and then the height here should be 5 as well. And this angle should be 45. This here as well should be 45, which is perfect. So it's already defined. If you get this grayish dimension, means that you are over defining your sketch. So let's just delete it, select it and delete it. Now let's add in one last diameter that's missing. You can actually just add the height or the diameter, wherever suits you. So the height here should be 5. So once you're good and you get a fully defined sketch like this and the grayish area like this, means the loop is closed, go to feature and then go to revolve boss, click on this line, and you should get a part that looks exactly like that. So once you're good, go add chamfers, click on chamfer, click on this line here and click on this line. And now let's modify the dimension because the chamfers are smaller, and you should get a part that looks exactly like that. So let's save it, save as, and make it part 3 or part 2, right? So once you're good, go to new again and create the second part. So go to front plane, sketch, and start sketching again. So your sketch should look something like that. Here is one thing. So once you click on the left side bottom of the mouse, you can actually go backwards. And if you go backwards, you will get this yellow symbol. You see the circle symbol? Means you will actually be creating a circle or an arc instead of a line. So if you go backwards again, you can actually move the arc to the other side. And if you go backward again, you will be moving it to the other side, which is good. You don't need to skip your sketch to create the arc. So now we can just create it that way. And voila, you're good. Click on escape and then go to creating one last line. So this last line should be vertical. Click on control key and click on the points and the line and make them coincident. So you should get something that looks like that. Now let's go to trim feature. So what's the trim feature is actually allowing you to trim the exceeded sketch. So we don't want this one, you just go ahead and trim it. Once you're good, let's add in dimensions. So the radius here should be 10. And the height here should be 10 as well. Here, 10 as well. And the diameter should be 7.5. So we're good. If you get a closed loop like this, go to Feature, Revolve Boss, click on this line, and you should get a part that looks exactly like that. Let's add in chamfer. Click on this line, go to chamfer, make it 1. Once you're good, click on OK, and there you have your part. Now, actually, if we want to create our second part, since it looks very similar to the first one that we have created, see, our first part, or our second part and third part looks very similar to each other. So we can just modify the first one and save it as new part. So what we're going to do is, let's go ahead and save this part, right? Let's name it part 04, for example, or 03. For example, save, click on OK and click save. And now let's go ahead and save it as a copy and open it. So here it says save as a copy and open. So once you're good, click on OK. And it's saying, do you want to replace the existing one? No, of course, we have to change the name and make it 04, part 04. Once you're good, click on save and you should get your new parts. And now let's now it's saying if you want to keep the original file open. Yes, of course I want to keep the original file open. Let's go to sketch to modify the very first sketch and adapt it to our new part. So if you want to modify sketch, click on this revolved boss, click on edit sketch, and you should get your sketch that looks like that. Now let's edit it. So here we have a diameter of 10, means a radius of 5. We're good. And here we have a diameter of 14, means a radius of 7, which is good. And here we have a dimension of 8. And there you have it. You have already modified and created the new parts, which is very good. That's a good way of doing it. That was it for our 3 parts, second part of SolidWorks beginner tutorial series. Hope you like it and see you on the next one.